What is up, guys? My name is Mitchell Reese and I am your Cedar City realtor. And today we're going to be talking about 5 reasons not to move to Cedar City. All right, so thanks for coming to the video. Thanks for coming to the channel as well. If you're new to the channel, we like to talk about Cedar City itself, St. George, Southern Utah, possible places to move. And make sure to like and subscribe on the video before we get into anything so that you know when my videos go up, especially when you hit the bell notification. You're not going to want to miss the content we put together. We've got home tours and then, of course, the videos about the city itself. So, with me also being a realtor, I'll put my number up because if you're looking to buy, sell, invest, or relocate to Southern Utah, you go ahead, give me a call or text. I love it when I get contacted from you guys. Love building those relationships. So without further ado, let's get into why you should not move to Cedar City. Okay, so with every city, it's got its ups and downs. I even have a video talking about different pros and cons of Cedar City. And if you can't handle some of these things, maybe one or two of these things, then by all means avoid the city. I'm not going to force everyone and to try to convince them of every little thing why they should move here, even though it's a great place. You deserve to know why maybe you should not move to Cedar City. And this first one is going to be about weather extremes. So Utah, for the most part, most of Utah has pretty much all 4 seasons. So whatever season it is, it's full into it. Summer, it's going to be super hot. Winter, it's going to be super cold, especially when you're acclimated to that weather in that area. So when it gets cold, it's going to feel cold even if you're used to North Dakota or Alaska after you've been here for a few years. Winter, it's going to be cold, and then summer, it's going to be super freaking hot. There are times when I'm walking around in the summer and I'm wearing my shorts and my sandals and I'm thinking, man, I want to wear these pants or this jacket tomorrow because they look really nice. And then I think, well, there's no way I'm wearing it tomorrow. It's freaking 85 degrees outside, 90 degrees. So there's no way I'm going to be wearing that. So too bad, got to wait for fall, got to wait for winter time, or it's winter time. And I'm like, man, I miss wearing my shorts and my sandals and my short sleeves, because all everyone ever sees is my outer layer, my jacket, my coat, my hoodie. But it's too freaking cold to wear those lighter clothes. But yeah, you just gotta wait for the season to be over. And then, of course, Utah does have its confusion with weather in the springtime. It'll snow probably 2 or 3 times. We've had it snow here in like June. But yeah, for the most part, summertime, super hot, wintertime, super cold. That's what you're gonna have to get used to. If you can't handle that, avoid Cedar City. I don't know what to tell you. So Cedar City has a population of about 30,000. And with that, it means it's a smaller town. So small town means not very many job opportunities at the moment. And there's a ton of, cultural things with small towns and aspects that come with smaller towns that maybe you want to avoid. And that's okay. Not everyone is accustomed to small town cultures or lifestyles. I came from just a suburb of Salt Lake City. So coming down to Cedar City when I started school was definitely something to get used to. And of course, before you move to a place like this, you're definitely going to want to have a job lined up. So it's smaller and there's not as many businesses right now. So most businesses will have the people that they need. A lot of banks and title companies, they might have some internships, things like that. You can always there's always tons of minimum wage jobs you can apply for. But for the most part, you're going to make sure you have a job lined up. With it being a smaller town, there's a lot of people moving here, so a lot of businesses are going to start coming up and moving here as well. So maybe this is an early time you want to catch before all these businesses that move in will have their employees already. Maybe it's something you want to jump on right away. But if you are going to have a hard time looking for a job, skip town. Don't even turn an eye to Cedar City. Just keep on looking, because there's plenty of job opportunities in places like St. George, Salt Lake, areas like that. So like I said, a lot of people are moving here. A lot of businesses are going to start up, but maybe that comes with a downside. In fact, it does. With everyone moving here, but the city having to try to expand by as many people that are moving here in such a short amount of time, they can't keep up. There's so many people moving here and only one Walmart. There's not too many shopping centers. So it's crowded as heck. Walmart is definitely the most popular grocery store here in Cedar. So you go there and it feels like, whoa, I'm in LA or something. But no, it's not enough expansion going on at the moment. So you can definitely see some growth in the city if you move here right now, but you're gonna have to get used to it being crowded. When it comes to restaurants though, even on weekends, it's not like a long wait. Like even in just the suburbs of Salt Lake City, it's like 2-hour waits for sit-down restaurants, and St. George as well, when it comes to waiting for a table at your restaurant. But Cedar City, no, you're not going to be waiting. Probably most of the time you won't have to wait at all. So it's great for in that aspect, but for the shopping centers, the places where everyone has to go at once, Walmart is crowded as heck. So a lot of other places in Cedar are crowded as well, where everyone has to go to get the essentials. Groceries are an essential, obviously. So that might be something you have to get used to, or if you can't handle that right now, you like the small town but don't want it to be crowded, you're gonna have to look somewhere else, like Nephi, just other small towns in Utah, Leeds, I don't know, places like that might be perfect for you. So this next one is pretty similar to the last one, which is going to be talking about the lack of shopping centers like malls, grocery stores, things like that. If you're looking for some nice clothes to go shopping for, or just window shopping, there's not a ton of opportunities for that right now. The nearest mall is down in St. George, and even that one isn't super big. So if you love spending a lot of your time window shopping, going to the mall, spending that paycheck on some new clothes, getting some fancy new drip, some jewelry, I don't know, sorry, that was cringy, whatever. But yeah, Cedar City might not be the place for you, because then if you're looking for malls that are bigger where you can go get some nice new Nike shoes, some new kicks, you're gonna have to either go all the way down to Vegas, which is about 3 hours, or up to like Layton, or not Layton, you're gonna have to go up to Payson, which is like 2.5 hours. And then you'll have all your shopping centers where you won't have to always get your clothes or your shoes at Walmart, places like that. There's definitely everything you will need with essentials, groceries, clothes without the biggest name brands. But yeah, there's not your Bohm, your Ruli, your Nike outlets. You're gonna have to go down to St. George, Vegas, go up to Salt Lake area, Utah County area in Utah for that. So most of these reasons have obviously been about how it's a small town. You can't hide from the fact that Cedar City is a small town. If you don't like that, you're gonna have to look for somewhere else to live. But it's still a great place. But you have to take into account, with small towns, there aren't as many things to do usually. I mean, there's plenty of outdoor recreation, but in terms of, like, I don't know, let's go axe throwing, let's go bowling, let's go to the mall, let's go shopping, there's not as many options for that. So if you're wanting to have a night out like that, Cedar City is pretty much its own pocket of a city. It's connected to Enoch, they're pretty much sister towns. But other than that, it's pretty far distant from like really any cities with a lot of civilization and shopping centers with a lot of things to do, a lot of restaurants. There's a ton of restaurants here, but if you want tons of variety, the nearest place will be St. George, which is about an hour away. So the nearest big city that you're going to be away from is St. George, 50 minutes if you want to be exact. And then, of course, there's Vegas that will be even bigger, and Salt Lake. Those are the two even bigger ones where you'll have tons of your malls or places to go shopping. But yeah, Cedar City, it's got definitely all of your essentials, but it doesn't have all of your stores that you'll want for entertainment. It doesn't have Texas Roadhouse. It doesn't have quite each national chain of restaurants, things like that. But it's still a great place to live. But those are definitely the top 5 things you're going to want to keep in mind if you're thinking about moving to Cedar City. If you can't handle some of these things, avoid Cedar City. Don't know what to tell you, but it's definitely a great place though. Come see what else is on the channel about what makes the city great itself, because there are plenty of things I could go all day talking about why you should move to Cedar City. These things definitely had to be said, but thanks for coming to the video. As always, before we get to the end, make sure to like and subscribe, hit that bell notification, and hopefully you enjoyed the Parade of Homes content last month. We had like 4 tours of the homes that were in the parade and some other content about it itself. And if you're looking to move to Southern Utah, make sure to give me a call or text. And when I get those calls or texts from you guys, I love it. So thank you so much once again for coming. We'll see you guys on the next video.